Baby, I'm playing on you tonight.
And in Marketplace Home, we're showing your dryer a little love. Do you give your dryer enough love? Boy, there's a question I haven't thought a whole lot about, but we're going to have help from a wizard today. The dryer vent wizard is here. Rick Guttridge, good to have you here.
Good to be here.
Appreciate it. You know, I got to be honest, it's probably one of the more overlooked parts of my home.
Right.
Would be the dryer vent. I really don't think a lot about it.
Right. Well, most people don't until it takes 2 or 3 cycles to dry that load of clothes. Then they wonder what's going on here. Is it the dryer or what? In most cases, it's because the dryer lint needs to be cleaned out of the line.
Okay, now we're not just talking about when you're pulling out your dryer's little screen. There's much more to it.
Right.
Okay.
In these tubes, they go to the outside of the house.
Yeah.
Lint builds up inside here, and so every now and then it has to be cleaned. And we can do that, or we can replace unsafe venting that you may have. This kind of venting that can collect the lint. It can get smashed and crimped. And this can't be cleaned, but we can also replace this with some of these other safer venting materials.
So why aren't these doing the job anymore? This used to always be the thing.
Well, actually, on the back of your dryer, there's a warning label that says that these should be replaced with semi-rigid or rigid metal to prevent fire to burn through this material. Fire can, if lint were to get on fire in here, it can burn through this foil material. Plus, it can get smashed and restrict the airflow.
Now, can lint combust just from heat, or does there have to be a spark?
Yeah, it can be just overheated dryer, buildup of lint in the line can cause that to catch fire, and it's very flammable.
I would never have known that or thought about that. So make sure you check your dryer if you haven't done so yet.
Right.
Take a look at that. Okay, so we have some new ideas, and this being one.
Yeah, this is another flexible. This is a appropriate type of flexible material. It doesn't crimp like or pinch like this type of material, and it can be clean too.
Can you get it behind your dryer? I think that's the problem for a lot of people. You can.
Yeah, we can put connections on here so that you can, connect it to the wall in the dryer. And here's another, for tight spaces behind dryers, there's this other connection that we can put in that can align to the back of the dryer and where it goes into the wall of where it connects to the line going out the house.
I've never seen that.
And this, of course, is what people should have for the dryer vent material going to the outside of the house.
This goes to the outside?
Yes.
Do you have to be concerned about changing these too?
No, it can be cleaned. This stuff can be cleaned.
Okay.
We use brushes, and we can clean the inside of this out, make sure the airflow is great.
How often do you recommend people get those cleaned?
Dryer manufacturers recommend annually. It just also depends on the type of laundry you do. If you have a lot of pets, hair can be built up in these lines. If you do a lot of heavy laundry, you can have more buildup, so you may need to do it more frequently too.
Do you feel it's something that you need professional help for, though?
I think so, because we have the right tools to do it right.
I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Does that surprise you at all?
No.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah.
Here's the other part, too, I want to talk about. And it is that time of year. It's getting colder out, and little guys outside, the critters, are going to want to come in.
Right, yeah, and we have, these are pest-proof covers, so they have little magnets at the bottom of the doors to kind of keep them closed so that their birds and other things can't open them up very easily. But if the dryer is to run, the airflow just pushes that door right up so the lint can come right out. These are a better option, and if you put a screen...
Would this be the old-fashioned one?
Yeah, that's the old-fashioned way, and the lint can build up inside here, and then it has nowhere to go. So it just restricts the airflow and causes more problems. So this is much better option than these that have been used in the past.
And it'll keep the animals out.
Right.
And I always forget about that. Yeah, they want to get in just as badly as you want to keep them out.
Right, yeah.
No doubt about it.
We actually have some lint here if you want to play around with that.
I was so hoping
fresh
you would
lint just
bring
came
me
out
some
of a dryer.
Fresh lint.
So
That's
this
not
is
from your belly button, right?
No,
That's
no,
I
didn't pull this out of there. But and you can feel it's still a little bit moist. So this just came out of a dryer line yesterday. So a little of that heat and humidity can't go out, and it causes the dryer to run much longer. So.
Well, Rick, you have some really weird parting gifts. Thank you very much for that. It's so great to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking us on the, I guess we'd call it the Lint 101 tour today.
All right.
Appreciate
Thanks for
that
having
very
me.
much. We'll be right back, everyone.